check out the hot spot. Drink all the big shots.
Chosen Ones Brass Band from Landry High School. We'd like to thank you for having us today. Man, we're really having a lot of fun. Thank y'all for having us today. You like a dog knife and cut it. You talking loud and saying nothing. You like a dog knife and cut it. You talking loud. I said, what you were about me, about me. About you, about you, about you, about you, about you, about you. And if you don't mess with me, and I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you, you better not mess with me. I said don't mess with you, you better not mess with me. You don't mess with me.
Very, very nice. Y'all are listening to the Don't Stop the Music Fall Membership Drive. We just heard Landry Walker High School doing their school groove spot. They are tearing it up in here. Don't you think so, Michael?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they are the first place winners of the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation Class Got Brass competition. So, yeah, thank y'all. Congratulations on that. All right, so you're listening to WWOZ 90.7 FM, and this is the New Orleans Music Show with your host, Michael Dominici. I want to welcome all the members of the Landry Walker High School Brass Band. This is the Chosen Ones, and they're here at WWOZ live performing in our studios. You can check us out on our website at wwoz.org, or we're also live streaming on Facebook, y'all. How y'all doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Y'all sound amazing. I love that extended jam y'all were just doing, dropping all the different stuff, including that James Brown talking loud and saying nothing. I know that one.
Hey, James Brown.
Yes, and we're speaking to Mr. Wilbert Rollins, who is the leader of all this, and he's making this happen, the band director. And I want to thank you so much for being here. Tell us about your project, your group, and what's going on.
Well, I'm gonna first of all say this, man. You know, right now we're in the midst of football season, and brass band is just one genre of music that we get the opportunity to work with the children on, to learning our culture, our history, our heritage. So right now in the midst of football season, we haven't been really spending a lot of time on the brass band music because it's not that time. It's not yet that time for it. And I must commend these young men that I'm in the presence of here. Maybe work with the band maybe like 4 or 5 times during the course of this school year. So obviously they've been practicing on their own, because I'm sitting here like you and I'm amazed. You know, I really, like, I don't have a whole lot to do. I just want to congratulate you guys. Honestly, guys, you sound amazing to me.
Absolutely.
You sound amazing. Honestly, they'll tell you that I'm the marching band director, the concert band director, work with the jazz ensemble, the brass band. I haven't had a lot of time to spend with this particular group. I'm shocked, man. We leave to go to Paris on the 4th, and I haven't really put my hands on them yet. So, you know, I want to find out where we're going to go from here. I just wanted to tell them that publicly. You guys sound amazing to me, man.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Some of these younger musicians who were 2-3 years ago looking at us, now they're performing on WWOZ, and I'm sitting here amazed, guys. I just want to tell you that public already. You sound great, kids. You sound great. Band leader, Terrence, man, good job. So again, we have a project. We travel to Paris a couple times a year. We went over about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and we noticed that they didn't have music programs in the school. I tried to get professionally developed as much as I could. I got with my son, Mr. Terrence Davis, and asked him to take us to a school where we can not only interact with children, but I wanted to interact with a music educator from Paris. Think about Paris as the patriarch of the arts. And we got to the schools and we found out that they didn't teach children how to play instruments. Music was sort of looked at as a hobby, a pastime, something that was fun, not serious. You can't take care of your family by playing an instrument. So we had a little small concert in a school, and the reaction from the children and what it did, the vibes that we brought to the whole school, to the community. A couple of people kind of got interested in that, and they wanted to find out what is this feeling, you know. So, and I told them it's just music, you know. So we got a chance to go back over and introduce some other entities to brass band music, to teach young children how to play instruments, to develop the right side of the brain, to teach them how to sit down and practice discipline, focus, concentration, these very essential elements that you would need to just go on through life, to be what we call at Landry Walker a productive citizen. I'm not trying to produce the best musician in the world. I'm trying to produce a productive citizen, someone who has morals and all of these characteristics that you must have to be a productive citizen in our society. So long story short, we have a couple of programs over there that we went over and started to teach young children as early as ages 8 or 9 years old, and now there are at least 3 to 5 different components of brass bands, junior brass bands, they call them in Paris, France, La Courneuve, Drancy, a couple of different places where low poverty income area, you know, sort of like where we come from, maybe even a little worse than this. But through the power of playing these instruments and music, you know, you can kind of forget about your problems and your struggles when you're playing music. So we now have some brass bands over there that we can go over and play with, and I'm happy that a lot of these kids are going to get a chance to, not kids, young men, and there's a young lady, her name is Tia Davis. She had a doctor's appointment. She couldn't be here today. Shout out to Tia Davis, tenor saxophone player, you know. But yeah, hey Tia. So we're going to get a chance to go over and interact and fully try to see if we can create what's called a real cultural exchange.
Love it.
We've been going over now for like about 4 years. This might be our 6th trip to Paris, 6th or 7th trip. You know, I've gone a couple of times with myself. The band comes with me. Now we're about to get the real cultural exchange, because after we leave this time, when we leave and come back, they're gonna come to New Orleans. So we're gonna bring the brass bands from Paris to New Orleans so that they can come and see, you know, the birthplace of jazz and how we live, and maybe if I would like to see them, they could even live in our environments. You know, maybe one child live with another child just to see actually how we live, and then we can keep going back and forth and foster this relationship, and not only build brass bands, but eventually my goal is to build pep bands and then marching bands and concert bands, so that all children of all ages can learn to play an instrument and just have that outlet. You know,
that sounds amazing.
Sad, I can go play my horn, and you know, and I can forget about it. But if you don't know how to play an instrument, then you don't have that outlet. You know, maybe there'll be less killing in the world, and you know, less terrorism and all this other stuff if we just teach everybody how to play instruments. You know.
Mr. Rollins, can we talk to any of the band members who want to step up and just introduce themselves to New Orleans?
Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Trayvon Sullen. I'm the lead trumpet player of the Chosen Ones Brass Band. Accompanying me, we have Kennard Zuniga. We have Tyree Davis. We have Charles Wade. All of those are trumpet players. On trombone, we have Paul Williams, Terrence Murphy, Spencer May. We have Chad James. And we have Ron J. Williams, and we have Tyler Campbell on our back row as our percussionist.
Very nice. And what's it like for you to be a member of this band, a band leader, and just playing this music? It's got to have a tremendous impact on your young life.
It really has. It's just been an amazing experience. I've gotten to travel a lot. I've been to Paris once before. I'm excited to go back again. We got to go to D.C. this past March to play for Congress. It's like some of my best life experiences I've had with this organization.
And what do you see in the future as far as your musical career and what it's like to be a musician in New Orleans in general?
It's a great experience. It's a great experience. I've gotten to meet a lot of people in addition to traveling. I went to the Berkeley 5-week program this past summer on a full scholarship, and I hope to attend Berkeley in the fall of 2018.
And what would you say to a young person listening out there that may want to take up the instrument? What would you recommend their path?
I say just do it. There are a lot of programs such as Landry Walker in the city, and you don't have to wait until high school to start there. Like, I started out in the roots of music when I was in middle school, and then that groomed me to be able to play once I got into high school.
Thank you so much. Leslie, you want to step up next? Yes?
Oh,
Okay.
how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Please introduce yourself.
My name Kenal Zuniga.
How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm a senior and I play trumpet.
Cool. All right, well, thank you all so much. Y'all sound amazing. And we are in the midst of our fun drive. We are recording live and streaming live at WWOZ and also on Facebook. Leslie's here, and she's our person that's in charge of this wonderful program, the School Groove. And Leslie's been around doing this for a long time, and she's always excited and always brings me the very best of the best. Thanks, Leslie.
Oh, thank you, Michael. We appreciate you having us on your show. I know it's during the pledge drive. Speaking of pledge drive, if you want to support the future of music being spread and shared across the world, please give us a call at 877-907-6999 because it is support from listeners like you, our membership, that helps to make our studio an inviting place and an incubator, so to speak, for these young musicians. And if you give us a call, donate 877-907-6999. Perhaps you don't want to get on the phone and miss anything, so pull it up on your computer, wwoz.org. Mr. Rollins, I want to introduce you to today is something very special. The School Groove program is sponsored this year by a wonderful organization, and I would like to introduce you to the representative of this organization who is here today to present Landry Walker Chosen Ones Brass Band program a check from this foundation. Mr. Tony Sylvester, this is Mr. Wilbert Rollins, and if you'll tell him a little bit about your foundation and what they do.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning. First of all, I have to say thanks to this wonderful group of young men. Really fantastic. I don't know if Paris is ready for this group, but they better fasten their seatbelts. And I just want to say one thing about the fund drive for this station. If you listen to this band like I just did, you should be on your cell phone or online and supporting this great station and what they're doing. Gia Mayon Prima, the foundation was started by her. She was the widow of Louis Prima. And Louis Prima was a horn player, a New Orleans native, wrote Sing, 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 Jump, Jive, and Wail, lived not far from here. And she started the foundation primarily to support the arts and young people. And I know she's interred not far from here in the same grave as Louis, and I'm certain that she would be so proud of our involvement with this group, and particularly with WWOZ and doing what we're doing here today. I'd like to present you with a check for your organization, please. And I'd like to tell the young group again that I'm just going away. I must say I'm just blown away and inspired by what I've just heard this morning. Thank you.
I sure appreciate you. We take the check on behalf of Landry Walker High School, the Chosen One Brass Band. This will go towards helping to help with the supplies that are needed to go to Paris, France. You know, I mean, it's one thing to get a plane ticket and to get hotel accommodations, but I mean, you have to eat, and then you have, you know, even just a suitcase, you know, to have the proper suitcase to travel on an international flight, you know. So this is well much needed, you know, and we're going to keep struggling. We're going to keep going on. We're going to keep pushing, you know. Thank you so much, sir.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And remember, folks, you are listening to the Don't Stop the Music Fall Membership Drive. You have just heard, and you will continue to hear, a little Landry Walker High School. Before they head off to Paris, they are gracing us with their presence and with their talent. And we thank you all so much for taking that time out.
Have one more?
Yep, we have one more song coming up. Are you guys, you ready to take it?
Miss Pearl, I want to, I'll give one more thanks out to Reginelli's because never have I seen a musician, much less a young musician, that is not hungry and get excited when I say pizza. And Reginelli's is providing lunch for this great band and for all of our school groove guys, you know?
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Y'all have one more? Pearl, I'm going to give it back to you to give them that number again.
All right, sounds good. That number is 1-877-907-6999. You can also go online at wwoz.org/donate. Remember, when you support WWOZ, you're supporting the future of New Orleans and the future of these very talented musicians, and you have nothing to worry about. One more time, 1-877-907-6999. Good sirs, will you take it away?
All right, y'all, we're listening to the Chosen Ones Brass Band, Landry Walker High School, y'all, led by Mr. Wilbert Rollins, live on WWOZ.
What's wrong with you, girl? Don't touch my stereo. Don't touch my stereo. What's wrong with you, girl? Don't touch my stereo. Don't touch my